So I came across
Ohthatsbaby.E.
this video. Um, this dude is fucking hilarious. I love this dude. Suburbbaby. Yo, he always has some crazy trolling video. Like he's always trolling, bro. Like this dude is fucking hilarious. Like I know he be trolling. Like I'm watching this one video. He's talking about the Earth and how the water doesn't stay on the Earth, and I know he's trolling. So it's just like when I look into the comments and I see the way people react to these types of things, it's fucking hilarious because people say some of the dumbest things without thinking a little bit harder, a little bit more. Just think a little bit harder, please. Like I'm begging you, like please just think a little harder. It's like I'm gonna show y'all the video. I'm gonna put it up right here.
How the fuck the ocean water don't fall off the earth? You can't tell me that, nigga! Now niggas wanna say gravity. Shut the fuck up, nigga! Shut the fuck up, nigga! Shut up! Now we over here talking about shit like gravity. You only believe in gravity because that's what they taught your hoe ass in school. The only reason you believe in what you believe in now is because that's what they told you in school.
And what's crazy is when I go to the comments and I start looking to see what people say. I really be expecting to see more people saying, "Oh, he just trolling." This is funny because he gonna be trolling people and stuff like that. But no, bro, it's people legitimately thinking and believing in this and trying to make sense of it.
The only reason you believe in what you believe in now is because that's what they told you.
And it's insane. It's absolute insanity. Like, how are you thinking like this? So, there's one question that you can ask. There's a couple questions you can ask to dismantle this entire premise of why water should fall off the earth or why someone on the bottom of the earth doesn't just fall off. Where are they falling off to? Where are they going? Where's the water going? Why would it fall off? What is down? Down to what? Down to where? What is downward? Why don't things fall up? Why don't things fly sideways? Please think about it. Why, when you pour water on a ball, does the water fall down? And where does the water fall down towards? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. I'm going to put the answers on the screen. A, B, C, or D? The answer is to the fucking ground, my boy. It falls to the fucking ground. Do you know where the ground is on a ball? Floating in space where there is nothing underneath or above or next to it? The ground is the thing that you're talking about. The earth is the ground. The water falls to the earth. Everything falls to the ground, which is the earth. What is weight? Why do we heavy? Why do we light? What is that? Why do we have that?
Nigga, shut up! Now we over here talking about shit like gravity. You only believe in gravity because that's what they taught your hoe ass in school.
Bro, it's insane. It's insanity. That's the only question you need to ask is what is down? Where is down? Down to the ground? Okay. Why would water fall into space if down is to the ground? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I want to read some of these comments because it's absolutely insane. This gives me quite an amount of joy to see how many people are stupid. At the same time, it makes me very sad. It's disgusting, bro. Like it's crazy. One of these comments was absolutely hilarious. I want to find it real quick. Let me see if I can scroll down and find it. Here's one. This dude says, "Whoever said gravity is retarded because gravity would make the water fall off the earth. Gravity pulls." Does it? Oh, does it now? Which direction does gravity pull? Okay, Let me see. Let me see. Okay, this dude says because the world is flat and stationary and non-rotating, make it make sense. Gravity pulls downward. LOL. I said, come on, bro. Think a little harder. Downward to what exactly? You got this. You know, I'm not even trying to troll people. I just want to encourage people to think a little bit more harder on this. Like, when you're saying down, in any instance that you're referring to something being down, you are referring to your spatial positioning in a coordinates to something else. So down for us is down to the earth. If you're up out of the atmosphere in space, there is no down because there's nothing to be referenced for down unless you're talking about the earth, the moon, some other celestial body. Down would be to that specific celestial body. So anything on that celestial body would be held down to that celestial body because of its gravity. Gravity is directly correlated by mass. The more mass something has, the more gravity is going to be exuded from that thing, which means the more mass that it has, the more it's going to be pulling downward to that mass. Follow me. So, the mass is the reference point. Gravity is caused by that mass. So the mass is the reference point for something that is not a part of that mass coming towards it. That would be falling down towards that mass. A meteorite falls down to Earth. When you go skydiving, you fall down to Earth. When you throw a ball in the air, it falls down to Earth. It's not complicated. I promise it's not complicated. There was one in here that was absolutely insane. I want to find it. If gravity is real, the world isn't round.
Don't fall off the earth.
Might sound stupid, but I feel like the hurricanes is when the water falling off Earth and flood everything. LMAO, high theory though.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Bro, you gotta stop smoking. That's absolutely hilarious. It's called rain, like a fountain. Why are we not the only creatures on Earth? And don't say preservation. And if you do, please show me when it started. Love you all. God is all powerful.
You can't tell me that, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, it's because we're constantly rotating. Now, you know, somebody throwing out a wild guess like that, I don't shun them from trying their best to make a wild guess. You know, the rotation of the earth does influence the movement of the water here on earth, but it doesn't influence why the water stays here on earth. If earth was tidally locked to the sun and it didn't rotate at all, the oceans would just collect differently on the earth. It wouldn't change much about the oceans actually being here on earth. They would just collect differently because the the rotation influences how the water settles. This one dude commented, and I know, like, I know this dude's trolling. He was like, he's got to be trolling, right? Of course, because of course not everything they taught us growing up was completely true, but certain shit like simple physics and other science is definitely true. This dude is stuck on theories, shaking my head. I commented, he's definitely trolling, but a lot of people in these comments absolutely are not. And that is for fucking certain. Like this dude that also commented on this comment, he said, you know how much gravity you would need to hold trillions of gallons of water upside down? That gravity would crush us. Okay, let's dissect this. What's the word that he used in reference of? Like he said trillions of gallons of water. In what position? Upside down. Why is upside down? That's a question. What is upside down referring to? Upside down to what? Are you upside down to the people on the top of a globe? They would also be on the ground, as well as you being on the ground, because down is to the ground. So upside down would be you standing on your head. on the ground doing a handstand. That's upside down. The oceans aren't doing handstands. You're not doing a handstand. Yet you're still upside down in reference to someone on the top of the globe. It's because down is to the ground. Upside down is reference to something else that is opposite to you. The earth is not opposite to anyone. So everyone is right side up. If you're standing up, sitting down, laying down, it don't matter. Unless you're doing a handstand, you're not upside down or hanging by your feet for whatever reason you'd be hanging by your feet, other than, gymnastics or something. Hopefully you're not getting into some shady business. But upside down is when you're upside down, reference to something else. Down, going down is reference to something else. On the surface of Earth, gravity pulls you to the ground. You go down. You don't go up. You don't go sideways. You don't go left. You don't go right. You don't go diagonal. Everything goes down to the earth because the earth is a globe. It's a sphere. Not a spear, a sphere. Sphere, sphere, sphere. You know, it's real insane to see so many people think of these types of things and not actually like question the thing that they're thinking about a little bit harder. You get a lot of people that just end up saying random stuff. Like this one dude says, look at a basketball, baseball, football, or an egg. No matter how you turn it, one side will face the sky and one side will face the ground. What does that have to do with anything? I don't know, guys. If you guys have anything else to like put into this kind of conversation, please like try to understand how infinitesimally small you are compared to this planet, and understand, the fact that you yourself can overcome gravity by jumping, but gravity pulls you back down because you can't exert enough force for such amount of time to completely escape gravity. But for a moment, you can escape gravity by jumping. People don't even think about that. Like we are literally going against gravity by walking, by standing up. Your muscles. People say, why wouldn't the gravity that's holding all the oceans down crush us? Bro, we're walking. The gravity doesn't crush us because we're putting a force against gravity to stand up and walk. The oceans don't got to do that. They're laying on the ground. The key word being the ground. The oceans lay on the ground because everything falls down to the. Okay. I'm out of here, guys.
You can't tell me that, nigga!